Hey everybody, Larry Lawton here. I got a good video for you today. A lot of people have been asking me to comment on the Will Smith, Chris Rock incident. And I'm going to do that. You're going to probably be a little bit surprised of what I have to say. But before I get started, please check us out on YouTube member programs, Patreon member programs. All of that is in the link below. Please check out my podcast, A Real Deal with Larry Lawton, on all major platforms. I'll be talking about this incident with my brother on Monday as well. If you've been under a rock and don't know what happened, in the Oscars last Sunday, Chris Rock told a joke, not even a bad joke, about Jada Pinkett with G.I. Jane 2, which Demi Moore did with a shaved head. Did he know that she had that alopecia, whatever that is, where you lose your hair? Probably not. Even if he did, who cares? He made a benign joke. Will Smith originally laughed, looked at his wife, and she gave him this look. He goes up to the stage, slaps Chris Rock, turns around, sits down, and Chris Rock goes, "Holy shit, I just got slapped the shit out of by Will Smith." Will Smith gives a diatribe, keep my wife's fucking name out of your mouth, the bullshit like that. Well, you're gonna look at it right here.
Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right? That was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Richard. Oh, wow.
My first thought, because I saw it live, what it was fake. Totally a setup, so bullshit. Can it even be? Not now, but then I thought, look at it. Doesn't even look, I'm going to put it up in slow-mo. Almost doesn't look like he did it. It looks like Chris Rock went with it and everything else. But you can go with the punch and everything else. But he slapped them. Now, the reason I'm saying it is real is, first of all, looked away after he slapped them. Chris Rock, it took me a few times to watch it. Kind of was ready to hit him back like this, I guess, if he was still there. And you saw Chris Rock until Will Smith turned around and walked away. Now, a lot has been coming out all week about this. The Academy has suspended Will Smith. They're going to have another meeting in April, and they're going to discuss, should he be barred forever? Should he be barred, even being nominated for an Oscar? I don't know all about that. I always believe in second chances, but let me give you my real thoughts of this. First of all, Will Smith has got to be going through some mental shit. Whatever it is, he's going through it. Because if he did that to me, I don't give a fuck how old I am. I would have fucking jumped him. I would have jumped him on his back and fucking goddamn started fucking wailing away. And first of all, yes, Will Smith's bigger than Chris Rock, all that bullshit. But you never think of that. If you're gonna fight, you don't think of that. You think of why you're gonna fight. And it's a reaction for most people. I would have hit him, jumped on him, grabbed him by the fucking collar when he turned around, grabbed him by the fucking neck, did something. Of course, everybody's gonna come and break it up. I was shocked he didn't. If it was real, because if you did that to me, I'm not kidding you, I would have fucking went nuts. I know most people, especially ex-cons, you smack them, it's almost more disrespectful than when you punch a person. You're slapping them, so like a bitch slap. Now, Will Smith, I don't know what his issues are and whatever, or Jada Pinkett. You read all about this shit with him and his wife, open marriage, all this, which, hey, listen, I'm into that. That's cool. But handle it. Now, if she's making him look like a jerk off and he's getting mad and then he looked over, like I gotta protect her after she gave some fucking smile, like a smirk or, big deal, and then he goes up and does that, what was going through his head? Who the fuck knows? What was going through Chris Rock's head when that happened? A part of me gives him a lot of respect for continuing the show and everything else. Couple of things I think I'm pissed about, or not pissed, or I really am in shock it didn't happen. I cannot believe no security came out there and got Will Smith out of that place. How do you let someone come up in the middle of a major show, prime time, one of your presenters? How do you fucking let him get slapped like that on the stage and not come out? So I'm blaming producers, I'm blaming security of those places, executive, whoever's producing that, whoever's directing that show should be really have to think of why he did. Was he in that much shock? Why he didn't have security come and get him out. Now I'm hearing that the Academy asked Will Smith to leave, and he said no. Who the fuck does Will Smith think he is? No. You just slapped someone on national fucking TV, cursed him out, disrupted a show that's been going on forever, classy, people dressed up, doing the right thing, and you say, no, I'm not fucking leaving. They should have had security come out and fucking escort him out, and if he don't get out, I'd fucking drag him out. Should have let me be the security. Because, listen, it has nothing to do with size, and people say, oh, look at the size difference between Will Smith and Chris Rock. You can't do that to somebody. If you did that in a joint, forget about it, man. Fucking forget about it. Chris Rock would have been figuring out ways to kill him, to fucking stab him. Even if he got a beating, you gotta fucking defend yourself. You know, I have people calling me saying, Larry, he's a pussy. Why did he do anything? I think that incident happened so quick. Will Smith turned around right away. First of all, Will Smith's another idiot. How do you slap someone like that and just turn around? Who do you think you are? Slap. You know, I often think of that. Slap somebody like Joe Rogan. Slap somebody like The Rock. You know, you're gonna fucking feel it. I was so in shock that nothing happened to Will Smith even after. Now, he comes up after, he wins the Oscars now. He wins the Oscars for his portrayal in King Richard, which is about an abusive father or a father who protect their kids or whatever it is. I didn't see the movie. But it's about that, and he, you know, is so. One of my friends, we were talking all about it, says, "Hey, Larry, I think he was still in that role or whatever." I don't give a fuck what role you're in. How, you know, I'm still boggled that they didn't do anything about this thing. Now, okay, you suspend him, jerk me off. Okay, now you're not going to do. I don't even believe in that now. I think they got to handle it right there, get him out of there. I got a lot of respect for Chris Rock for not pressing charges. That's not a chargeable offense. That's not a criminal offense to waste police time and do anything like that. You know, could Chris Rock actually, could he sue him? Absolutely, that's an assault on national fucking TV. He could say he's lost fucking credibility out there in the real world and it's gonna cost him millions. And he will get a fucking lawsuit and he would win that lawsuit, at least because he makes so much money and stuff of that nature. And now it's different. And obviously Will Smith would have insurance or whatever they do for that kind of stuff as it is. But again, I'm not into that. I'm not into that legal shit and just let's go do that. That's not my way of handling things. I look at that and say, if any fucking man, I don't give a fuck if it was fucking Mike Tyson, I'd hit him back. I'd fucking get my ass kicked, of course, but I'd hit him back. Maybe it's because where I come from, in the Bronx, in Brooklyn, New York, you couldn't do that to somebody. A street guy, any street guy is gonna do something back. It's just gonna happen. Now, I wouldn't hit a fucking, 120-pound guy and not expect to get hit back, and I'm 250 pounds. So I'm really in shock about that part of it. A little in shock about the Academy themselves. Pussy organization, let it happen. Let the show go on. What would have happened, and we were talking this, what would have happened? Chris Rock jumps on his fucking back, grabs him, they fucking come down. Security comes, they gotta shut the TV show down. They gotta shut it down. They can't, I mean, you're gonna black it out, and then what it breaks, I think the people need a stage. I think, what was his name? Denzel Washington. Now, I like Denzel. Love his movie. Denzel Washington came out, he said, at high times they get you, low times or whatever it is. And he prayed with him. And he's religious. And good for him. I'm not. I'm not a religious person per se. I believe in something. But that's why I am all-inclusive. I think if you're a Christian and you think no Jews are going to heaven, or if you're a Christian and you don't think Muslims are going to heaven, or whatever you want to call it, heaven or whatever, I am not so sure of all of that. I'm what they call an agnostic, which is I believe in something. I don't know what. Still trying to search for it, if you want to call it that. Have I read the Bible 5 times, cover to cover? Yes. Have I read the Quran? Yes, 3 times. I've read the Torah 3 times. I've read many Buddha books. That's a great peaceful fucking, I guess, religion, if you'd like to call it that. And I also think everybody has to have their own relationship with whoever they believe in and the God they do. I do myself, and And I've been in situations where I'm almost dead, so I know what you say, and you say, oh, God, help me, and all that. And it's true. Happens, everything. This incident, obviously, Will Smith accepts the Oscar, and he comes on stage, and he fucking breaks down crying and all this kind of stuff. And people come up and hug him and shit. I'm not like that. Listen, maybe I'm a little older, and now I think a little bit more. But there's no way that could have happened to me or anybody I know, actually, and nothing happened right then and there. Because that's a reaction thing. That's a fucking knock him out, hit the motherfucker. You know, some people said, oh, Chris Rock's a pussy and all this. I'm not going that way because I looked at the tape so many times. And obviously, when Will Smith slapped him, first of all, what a jerk off. He turns around. How do you slap somebody? You turn around and not expect to get in. That's why and he had a smirk on his face. That's why at first I really thought it was a fucking stage bullshit. I really did. When he cursed that Bay and all that, I thought maybe not. Also, no security coming out and everything. And Chris Rock, call for what it is. Talk about being a professional. Took that, said what he said, and then went on and gave the fucking thing and did all the shit. Holy shit. Now, you know, Chris Rock performed in Boston and he... You know, people wanted to hear about he said he still processed it, and I get that part of it. And I'm sure he's thinking what I'm thinking. I'm sure he's sitting there saying, I should have fucking hit that motherfucker. I should have fucking did something. But, you know, I give Chris Rock a lot of credit for getting through that without... And then the cops wanting to press charges. The producer of the show sat down with one of the news networks, and he was talking about how the cops came and they wanted to talk to Chris Rock, and they did. And he said, no. And then they still wanted to hear him out and everything. He said, listen, I'm not pressing charges, which, good for you. It's not a chargeable offense to me. It's not a criminal. Is it criminal? Technically, yes. Assault. But it's not what I consider assault. You know, I have to catch myself, and I often tell people on this show or anybody, if you can make me lose my emotions, you win, even if I knock you out. Now, I also say this. You could say anything you want to me. You could, insult me, do whatever. You put your hands on me, all bets are off. I taught my daughter how to fight. It's true story. My daughter's in school where I live. She's 13 or 12 or 13. No, 13 because I got out of prison. She was there. And she ended up coming to live with me for a little bit. She's at school. She said, Daddy, you know, there's people, you know, I don't know if I'm going to get bullied, whatever. She goes, can you teach me some stuff? I taught her some stuff. Trust me, I taught her some stuff. And I said, here's the deal, Ashley. If somebody puts their hands on you, you do what I said, and I will code it at school, and I will tell them to go fuck themselves, and I don't give a shit about anything. I said, but if I hear that you started something and you're using what I'm showing you, because what I showed her is street fighting techniques, prison street fighting techniques. There are no rules. Prison street fighting techniques. That she's gonna do the damage she needs to and end what it is quickly. I don't give a shit if it was a boy or girl at that age. And my daughter's a tough kid. Holy shit, now she's fucking, you wouldn't want to fuck with that girl. But anyway, I taught her all this. And my deal was, if anybody puts their hands on you, then you do this. Obviously, Will Smith slapped him on national fucking TV, cursed him out over what? You know, I had one analyst on TV got me mad. They were analyzing the situation and they said, oh, you know, there's a little blame to go around everywhere. I cursed the TV, so I am. I said, fuck you. There is no fucking blame on Chris Rock's fault. Zero. In fact, Chris Rock went above and beyond by not doing anything. So don't tell me, oh, he shouldn't say a joke. You know, these comedians, I love comedians. I'm a big comedian lover. A good friend of mine is Mike Marino. No way, everybody, that I would expect a comedian now not to say a joke like that. That wasn't even bad. You were sitting right in the fucking front. And this fucking, you know, what kind of either control does this Jada Pinkett Smith have over him? Now, listen, who cares about their fans? Who cares? Listen, I really mean that. When I heard about that, an open marriage, if that was good for him, shit, I like that. Good for you. Have fun. Live your life. But something's eating in that guy that he fucking snapped. And that guy needs either help, and I don't know, I don't say medication ever, but he needs help. I don't know if it's an entitlement thing. I don't know if it's a deep-seated thing. I'm not a psychologist. I took some courses and all that shit, but he needs help because you lose your cool in front of this many people and not think there's going to be either major or whether and if he did think it, And he still did it. And why are you not giving a fuck? There's something really, really fucking wrong. And he's got to get help for that shit. And again, I believe in second chances. So I don't think Will Smith should be barred forever for anything. He didn't stab somebody. He didn't fucking go up there and, whatever. What would have happened? It's in my head if Chris Rock just jumped a minute after and they started a big thing and it broke him up. Are they going to now ban Chris Rock? Chris Rock should get in a fucking ward. He should get an Oscar. We were all talking. The guy said to me, man, imagine if this whole thing is fucking staged to get Oscar fucking ratings, the Oscar show, because it was starting to tank. Well, I say tank because the ratings were down and everything else. But that's just because more and more people are just on the internet and stuff. But it would be the greatest Oscar in the world for all of them. Fucking everybody. But I'm telling you, in the Oscars itself, Amy Schumer, Wanda Sykes, and the lady at the hall were fucking tremendous. I love comedians. They were great. They were, and I love them. And I even like what Amy Schumer said when, hey, I think the tension's in this room. I feel something different. Something happened, joking. And I just still can't process him not doing anything. The actual sanctions that come are going to be what they are. I think you got to give this a rating if you want. Chris Rock gets a fucking B, not an A, because if he jumped back in there, he gets an A. And then not press charges because he was assaulted first and fucking gets an A+. But you don't do something, it's kind of like that's not my fucking way. It's just not, whether I get my ass kicked or not, has nothing to do with it. Guy slaps me, I don't give a fuck who he is. Boom. Anyway, now you go to Will Smith. Gets a fucking F. Do I have a lot less respect for Will Smith? Absolutely. Would I actually think about not going to a movie with him? I don't know. I mean, when I don't like somebody or something, when I know like this, I kind of, fuck him, I don't give a shit about what he's doing, or something like that. So maybe I wouldn't. Maybe I wouldn't go to a movie. The Oscars themselves get a fucking D- or more. Because how did they let this shit go without security coming out? They said they asked him to leave. He says no. And they just, okay, let it go. What the fuck? You take him out with fucking security guards. Oscars can't control that, obviously. It's a live show. But you go with security guards, you fucking go to a commercial, and you take that motherfucker out of that fucking goddamn Oscars. Out! And when he got his award, sorry, he was banned. End of fucking story. Somebody else can accept it for him. Let his wife. But they didn't do that. They didn't do anything. I give an A+ to the comedians, every one of them. I give an A+ to Amy Schumer and that whole crew and all, because they kind of did a good job getting things back in, and they were funny in the eye. This was one of the better Oscars I watched, because I watched them. But it's just blowing me away right now, sitting thinking about this. And that's why I had to do that. I had so many comments on TV, on here. And here I want to show it one more time, near the end here. We're going to put it up right now. Look at this slap.
Oh, wow. Wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
Did you see Chris Rock kind of like go back if Will Smith was still standing there? I caught that. It took me a few. But an open hand, total fucking gets me sick again. Will Smith with the balls to turn around. Listen, Will Smith could come up to me and do that right now, and we're fighting. Whether he beats me or not, we're fucking fighting. End of story. End of story. And all this shit coming out in the news, they're going to go to a meeting, and what's the disciplinary? It's all past. You lost it, Academy. You already lost the moment. Coming up and giving more sanctions and all this bullshit, and you can't be a presenter or you can't get an Oscar. I don't buy that. If he gets an Oscar because he's a great fucking actor, give him the fucking Oscar. Maybe not let him accept it. Maybe not let him into the venue for a suspended period of time, 3-4 years, whatever it is. But I can't see somebody getting barred for life or anything. It's just like, I don't believe in a hard sense, and I believe in second chances. So I think Will Smith needs a second chance. I think if that happened again right now, I think Chris Rock thought about it enough that he'd fucking go after him. I think so, and I hope so. Chris Rock, I love his fucking comedy. Love the fucking guy. And I'll give him another A, though. I give him an A on this part, not another. I give him an A. You got a B. I give him an A for how he handled it at the next concert. Still didn't fucking downplay. You don't have to talk about, He still said he's processing it, got it. Then there was hecklers. Because listen, most people are against him, Will Smith, as they should. As they should. Well, I think you got my point of view on this thing. I hope it doesn't happen because, I hate that kind of shit. I mean, violence, there isn't no place for violence like that anymore. Listen, this place is for violence. Trust me. You come and pick on, somebody ever came to hit my mother or do something with my mother or even elderly people. If I'm out with people and I see that somebody's not is feeble or can't defend themselves, guy or girl, if somebody's picking on them, I'm stepping in. Now, I'm not going to hit the guy, but I'm stepping in and say, yo, get the fuck away from the guy. If the guy hits me, now it's on and that's it. There are ways and things that you do, but listen to me. I had to comment. People wanted it. Please, if you like it, pass it on. Maybe the Academy will see it. Maybe Chris Rock will see it. Will Smith will see it. Who knows? It is what it is. If you like what I do, subscribe. Check out our playlist. Gangster Redemption's playlist is one of the most watched playlists in YouTube. It's the book. It's my book, Gangster Redemption, narrated by me, all chapters. You got to check it out. Really, please check that out. It's a great... Check my podcast out. We're going to be talking in depth with this with my brother tomorrow. And that's in the podcast there. So we're going to be talking about there. And the podcast is The Real Deal with Larry Lawton. On all major platforms, there's links right below. Have a great day, everybody. Please stay safe. Do something good for somebody. Help somebody. You're going to feel good about it yourself. That's the way we need to do life. See you guys soon. Have a great day, everybody.